So it's quite a neat way of getting around the brush, which can be limiting sometimes in terms of you know, how precise a mark you can make. Now the lower lip of the little calf needs to be darker there, so I'm using the same color to just darken that. But popping the eyes in, I think I've made the head of this one a little bit too narrow actually compared to the reference, but you know, it's okay in terms of the painting. I think it's close enough for my purposes. So let's go back to the other animal, and we'll just perhaps hint at a bit more of a tail here than we had previously. Now, even though the animal in the background is the black and white, inverted commas, version of a belted Galloway, yeah, I think that's the most common one, within the black hair, there are other colours. So, for example, on the neck here, we've got a little bit of an orange highlight, and that's going to work quite well against the blue that I've mixed in my version of black. So this is ultramarine blue mixed in with burnt umber, if you remember. And it's also, if I include that little patch of orange, and I just used the tube orange straight out of the tube and just applied it lightly there, you can see that just like in the photo actually, that it helps to define the right hand edge of the head. Now, there's also a little hint, if you look very closely in the reference, of orange on the back, but it's much deeper. But I'm going to kind of cheat a bit and just ever so lightly put some of that same colour there, just so there's a little bit of visual bounce, 1, 2, from left to right on the animal. And continuing with that theme, I'm going to put a little bit there, just a touch, on the bridge of the nose, and I think I can probably pop a little bit on the ear. Without upsetting the little universe we've created here too much. Continuing with the same brush, I'm now coming in with some pure titanium white. Just lightening a few areas of the white stripe. And we'll come back in and put a little bit more on the top of the back of the other animal as well. And then I've got a little bit of that white left on my brush. Let's get a little bit of water there. And you can see there was still a little bit of the orange left on the brush, but that's okay. I'm going to grab some of the tinting white as well. So we've got a nice thin mix of that. And then going to grab just a touch of the ultramarine blue. And just the tiniest bit of the cadmium red. A little bit more of the ultramarine. And we'll see what that looks like for a highlight colour on this background animal. Oh, that's not too bad.